Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fans everywhere, buckle up because we're diving into some electrifying news from the NFL front lines. Picture this. It's week 3 of the 2025 season, and the Philadelphia Eagles are sitting pretty at 3-0, undefeated and unstoppable. But amid all that glory, one star wide receiver has been flying under the radar until now. What if I told you that A.J. Brown, the beast of a pass catcher who's been a cornerstone for this team, just exploded back onto the scene and finally got the props he deserves from the pros at Pro Football Focus? Yeah, that's the kind of comeback story that gets the blood pumping. Welcome to your Eagles Update. I'm your host, bringing you the inside scoop with all the passion of Philly tailgate. Let's fly right into it. First off, let's break down the headline that's got everyone buzzing. A.J. Brown, the Eagles Pro Bowl wideout, has finally cracked the PFF wide receiver rankings after a monster performance in Week 3 against the Los Angeles Rams. Coming into that game, things looked a bit shaky for Brown. Week 1, just one catch. Week 2, a quiet outing that left fans scratching their heads. Overall, he had only 6 grabs for 35 yards through the first 2 games. But oh boy, did he flip the script in Week 3. Brown hauled in 6 receptions for 109 yards, including his first touchdown of the season. And folks, these weren't just garbage time stats. This was clutch, game-changing stuff. He moved the chains 4 times with first down catches, forced 3 missed tackles, and snagged 3 contested balls. Highlight of the day, a jaw-dropping one-handed 38-yarder with Rams corner Kobe Durant draped all over him. That play alone had Lincoln Financial Field erupting like it was Super Bowl Sunday all over again. PFF didn't hold back on the praise either. They graded Brown at a solid 72.8 overall. But get this, in the second half, when the Eagles were mounting a furious comeback, he skyrocketed to a 90.8. That performance vaulted him to the 22nd spot in their wide receiver rankings, marking his debut on the list for 2025. As PFF's Lauren Gray put it, Brown moved the chains 4 times and caught his first touchdown pass of the season, a 9-yard grab over Darius Williams to make it a 1-score game. He tallied 3 contested catches, forced 3 missed tackles, and had 3 catches of 20-plus yards. She went on to note his 5.8 yards after catch per reception, 3.03 yards per route run, and a whopping 130.8 passer rating when targeted. 9 of his 10 targets came in that explosive second half, turning what could have been a loss into a nail-biter. Eagles pulled out the win, staying perfect at 3-0, and Brown was a catalyst. Now, let's dive deeper into what this means for the Eagles offense. You know, Philadelphia's passing attack has been under the microscope early this season, and A.J. Brown has taken some heat for those slow starts. But let's be real, this team is built like a Swiss Army knife, with weapons everywhere. They got the league's most dominant rushing game, led by superstar running back Saquon Barkley, who's been bulldozing defenses like it's nothing. And don't get me started on the infamous tush-push, that short yardage play where Jalen Hurts and the offensive line, anchored by the legendary Jason Kelce before his retirement, just shoved their way to glory. It's converted at a ridiculous rate, and it's a big reason why the Eagles rank 30th in pass attempts through 3 games. They're not airing out like some teams. They're grinding out on the ground. But when they do throw, it's fireworks. In Week 1, it was tight end Dallas Goedert and newcomer Jahan Dotson stepping up. Week 2 belonged to the silky smooth Devonta Smith, who's got that Heisman Trophy pedigree and routes sharper than a cheesesteak knife. Then Week 3, A.J. Brown reminded everyone why he's one of the best. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, the dual-threat dynamo who's evolved from a raw talent into an MVP candidate, found his groove targeting Brown in crunch time. Hurts' leadership is key here. He's not forcing balls. He's reading defenses and distributing like a maestro. And speaking of the coordinator, Kevin Patullo, in his first year calling plays, has faced some flack for Brown's early quiet games. Fans have been quick to point fingers. But hey, the team's winning, right? As head coach Nick Sirianni said recently, every week, any one of our receivers could pop off. It's about the team, not the stats. Wise words from a coach who's got that Philly grit. Remember, Sirianni led this squad to the Super Bowl in 2022, coming oh so close before that controversial holding call. To put this in perspective, let's zoom out with some historical context. The Eagles have a storied legacy of dominant wide receivers. Think back to the days of Harold Carmichael in the 70s, towering over defenders, or more recently, Terrell Owens in 2004, who despite the drama, helped propel them to a Super Bowl. A.J. Brown fits right into that mold. He was acquired in a blockbuster trade from the Titans in 2022, and since then he's been a force. His bio? A Mississippi native, drafted in 2019, Brown's got that rare combo of size, 6 feet 1 inch, 226 pounds, speed and hands like glue. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, and in 2022, he set career highs with 88 catches, 1,496 yards, and 11 touchdowns, helping the Eagles to their NFC Championship win. Compare that to the season start. Sure, the numbers were low early, but his yards per route run have always been elite, hovering around 2.5 to 3.0 in his prime years. Statistically, the Eagles' offense ranks top 5 in yard per play this year, thanks to that balanced attack. And trivia time. Did you know Brown's nickname is Swole Batman? Fits perfectly with Philly superhero vibe, especially after that 2017 Super Bowl win under Doug Peterson, where underdog Nick Foles shocked the world against Tom Brady's Patriots. Philly special anyone? That trick play is etched in Eagles lore. But it's not just about the past. Let's talk tactics. Brown's resurgence against the Rams showcases versatility. In man coverage, he uses his physicality to box out corners like a basketball rebounder. Zone, he finds the soft spots with precision. That one-handed catch, pure athleticism, reminiscent of his college days at Ole Miss where he racked up over 2,900 yards. Defenses have to pick their poison with this Eagles group, double Brown, and Smith burns you deep. Focus on the pass, and Barkley gashes you for 150 rushing yards. It's a nightmare for NFC East rivals like the Dallas Cowboys, who've been the Eagles' arch-nemesis since the 60s. Remember those epic battles with Reggie White sacking quarterbacks left and right? Or Brian Dawkins, the Weapon X safety laying the wood? Current stars like edge rusher Hasten Reddick carry that torch on defense, but offensively, it's all about spreading the wealth. Imagine if we could grab a quick chat with the man himself. In a fictional post-game interview, A.J. Brown might say something like, "Man, it feels good to get back in the flow. Those early games, we were winning. That's what matters. But against the Rams, Jalen trusted me, and I made plays. Fly, Eagles fly. We're just getting started." Or Coach Sirianni chiming in, "AJ's a warrior. His second half explosion? That's the heart of this team. We've got depth and it's showing." Even a die-hard fan at a Philly bar could add, "Brown's been quiet, but we knew he'd erupt." That's Eagles football, tough, resilient, like our city. Looking ahead, what does this mean for season? Brown's PFF nod is a sign he's heating up just in time. With the Eagles at 3-0, they're eyeing another deep playoff run, maybe even surpassing that 2017 championship. Implications? If Brown keeps this up, defenses will adjust, opening lanes for Barkley and more bombs to Smith. Fantasy owners might be frustrated with his volatility. He's boom or bust so far. But for real football, his presence stretches the field, boosting Hurts' efficiency. Predictions? I see Brown cracking 1,200 yards this year, and the Eagles clinching the NFC East by Week 15. But watch out for injuries. The O-line's been solid, but any ding to Hurts could shift things. Tie this to pop culture. Brown's comeback is like a Rocky montage, rising from the ashes in City of Brotherly Love. And with current events, as the NFL navigates new rules on player safety, Brown's physical style is a throwback thrill. Eagles Nation, this is just the beginning of what could be a legendary 2025. The team's got the talent, the coaching, and that unbreakable Philly spirit. So grab your green jerseys, chant "Fly Eagles Fly," and tune in for their next showdown. Whether crushing the Giants or outdoing the Commanders, this squad's poised for greatness. Stay locked in. Follow us for more updates, and let's keep soaring together. What a time to be an Eagles fan.